Kons Podcast.
Hate me, don't
Hit
you?
that like button, subscribe and share.
You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you?
Constant content.
What's up? What's going on? What's happening? Thank you for the round of applause. It's episode 164. Hope y'all enjoyed yesterday's episode. Hope y'all enjoyed yesterday's little update. Talked about Xavier Woods, shit, hating on Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Easy the block captain. You know what I mean? Hating on Papoose. Throwing Remy Ma in his bars, you know what I'm saying? All that shit we talked about yesterday. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's episode. But yeah, today, Wednesday, January 8th, it's 1:10 in the afternoon in California. What's going on? Hope everybody been doing good. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody been doing cool. Escaping these, escaping these viruses and these sicknesses, flus and colds and all kind of shit going around right now. But it's that time, you know what I'm saying? My oldest son is sick, you know what I'm saying? He got like the stomach flu type shit. Everything that pretty much I was explaining about that norovirus shit, he got the symptoms of, so... You know what I'm saying? We're going to hope it's not the norovirus and shit like that. But yeah, what's going on? Episode 164. Y'all see the titles. Y'all see the names on the screen. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to be going over. You know what I mean? Man, it wasn't really shit happening. You know what I'm saying? This is the longest time I took researching and writing shit down. Like, it usually don't take me that long. You know what I'm saying? Maybe about 30, 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Compose my notes, see what's going on and shit, find a video on it or whatnot. And man, it just ain't really too much happening that I want to like talk about, you know what I mean? Like it just wasn't really nothing grabbing me. I almost said fuck it and man, did some TikToks and shit today or something, because it just ain't shit that's in the news that I'm like, ooh, let me touch on that. Oh, let me touch on that. Like it just ain't shit happening. Ain't shit going on. You know what I'm saying? That I feel the need to report on this podcast. You know what I mean? But I found a few things, you know what I'm saying, that I'm gonna go over these little 3 things that you seen. You know what I'm saying? So today's video, we're just gonna touch on, you know what I mean, some famous TikToker in Vegas named Vegas Starfish going around ridiculing 50 Cent's residency that he got in Vegas, talking bad on it, saying the audio was bad. I couldn't find her video, but she like verified and shit. So I probably wouldn't have even been able to download her video. But if you want, you can go look it up. Her name is Vegas Starfish. Apparently she goes around and does this type of thing all over Vegas. You know what I mean? That's her content creation. You know what I'm saying? So she went to the 50 Cent shit and just was down talking it and shit like that, saying a whole lot of bad shit about it. It was bad audio. The hype man was overbearing and the music sound and shit was off and he looked robotic and shit as he moved on stage. All kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're going to touch on that. What we're going to touch on in this episode, though, just get over it, go through what we're going to touch on. We're going to touch on 50 Cent's residency and what she had to say about it and how he fired back. We're also going to touch on Nelly and Ashanti. We believe that Ashanti could be pregnant again. They got a reality show coming on Peacock. Going to touch on that. And also the YNW Melly case. It's been an update on that. His attorney been witness tampering and shit like that, under fire and shit. So gonna touch on them 3 subjects in today's episode. First and foremost is 50 Cent shit. So 50 Cent had this residency in Vegas. We all know, you know what I'm saying, 6, 7, 8 shows, something like that, for 15 M's. You know what I mean? 15 M's for them 6, 7 days or some shit like that, however long he doing it. But he been having the ball though, you know what I'm saying? But despite the hate from, you know what I mean, the current content creator in Vegas Starfish and whatnot, despite the hate from her, she seemed to be the only one that had something bad to say about the nigga performance. Everybody I've been seeing, even other people's TikToks that's been going to that shit, been speaking very highly about that shit. So I don't know what the fuck she was on, what she tripping about. I don't know. Maybe she's just not a fan of 50, even though she said she's a fan of 50. I don't see her being a fan. She talked bad about him like that. You know what I'm saying? But 50 been having a good time, though. 50 been having a good time. A lot of celebrities and shit been coming to fuck with him. Ving Rhames came to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, you know what I mean? You can check this shit out right now. Matter of fact, this is Ving Rhames coming to fuck with him. Check it out.
Wonderful show. Good. I like power.
You like power. I like guns and butter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know it lies everything.
Last time I saw you perform was in Toronto like 10 years ago, maybe. So the show was a good show, man. Yeah, the show was
Glad
good.
you made it out, man.
Me too.
That was Ving Rhames, you know what I'm saying, coming to fuck with him, talking to him at the show. 50 Cent was ecstatic about that shit. And also, Topanga from Boy Meets World. What's her real name? Danielle Fisher, I think. Yeah, Topanga, everybody back in the day, if you my age, or around my age, you know what I'm saying, late 30s, 40s, early 40s, you feel me? You definitely understand. Topanga from Boy Meets World. All of us kids back in the day, we was young niggas watching that shit, man. We all had a huge crush on Topanga, mate. You feel me? She was that hot star that all these young kids love for show. You know what I mean? We all had a crush on Topanga, so that was dope seeing her come to the show. You know what I'm saying? She came to the show. This is her giving 50 a hug and all that, coming to the show. And he grasped the moment and was like, yeah, he thought the shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? That she came to a show. Check this shit out.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
I feel like I know him forever.
I know, right? Once with Tyra. I interviewed you once for Tyra Banks. I interviewed you on the red carpet. It was amazing.
Nice. Beautiful.
This is cool shit, right?
I know, that's what I said. I was like, that's
The
legend
most
right there.
incredible show tonight.
Two
Thank you so
legends.
much.
Beautiful,
Guys,
guys.
can I get one right here real quick?
Yes.
Thank you. Great, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so as you seen, you know what I'm saying, that was Topanga coming to the show. You know what I mean? Congratulating 50 Cent. She had a dope time, saying it was a dope show and all that. And you know what I mean? He had to grasp in the moment. Was like, this is so cool. You know what I mean? Everybody remember Topanga, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that shit was pretty dope. 50 Cent is doing, I think he about to be on his last show, if it ain't ended already. But I know it was only due for the first end of December and like the first week of January. So I think it's about to be over or whatnot. But yeah, and then this is what 50 also had to say when he was on stage, firing back at Vegas Starfish or whatnot for all the bad shit that she said about his show. Check this shit out.
You on my show, and they said the audio was bad. I said, bitch, you were supposed to say some shit like 50 be doing this shit. And that's what I'm gonna do. I don't say the music was bad, man. Fuck all that, man. What you thought I was gonna be out here rollerblading like Usher and shit? I see some shit Chris Brown was flying in Africa. I don't have records that require me to fly in Africa. If y'all not tired, let me see you put your hands up one time.
So as you saying, you know what I'm saying, you know 50 Cent had to definitely fire back. We all know 50 Cent, you know what I mean? And she lucky. That's all he said, you know what I'm saying? We know 50 Cent. 50 Cent can get real motherfucking petty out here, you know what I mean? He could have been, you know what I'm saying, a series of motherfucking Instagram posts about her and whatnot, all kind of AI memes and Photoshop pics he could have went. We all know how 50 get down, you know what I'm saying? But he addressed it on stage and shit, as you seen, you know what I mean? Kept it real, you know, I guess kind of classy in a way, you know what I'm saying, without doing too much, you know what I'm saying, or coming at her too much, you feel me? But he did definitely address that shit on the stage, as you all seen. But shout out to 50 Cent for that registry, though, you know what I'm saying? That's a good little 15 M's for a quick little 6, 7, 8 shows, you know what I mean? I ain't mad at it, you know? For sure. Nelly and Ashanti. So Nelly and Ashanti, I believe, it's being speculated that she pregnant one more again after they just had a baby boy, I believe, in July, I believe they had their kid right around my birthday time, either like the 18th or the 19th or the 20th or something like that. One of them days in July, you know what I'm saying, they had their son. I believe I touched on that in one of these previous episodes, you know what I mean? But they got a show. They got a show coming to Peacock, you know what I'm saying? Reality show, you know what I mean? They dropped the news on somebody that was interviewing them about a month ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? They dropped the bombshell on whoever was interviewing them. Said they got a show coming by NBC coming to Peacock. It's gonna be all about they newlywed and they wedding life and all that type of shit. Check this shit out.
Oh, there's an NBC Peacock reality show starring the two of you, yes?
Yo, we get a chance to let people into, you know, something a little bit more just on the level, what we like to call it. Like, don't be expecting to see all that drama and all of that. Like, we ain't with all that, but what we are with is just allowing people to see what it's like to be us, and also try to figure it out as you guys. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we are just like you guys. It's just what we do for a living. So we look forward to, having a chance to display that and having some fun.
Now, I know that you're very outgoing, movie star, singing. However, he seems more like the reality TV type of guy. Were you kind of harder to pull along to this?
Listen, we definitely had some conversations. He was like, listen, I'm telling you this is going to be a good thing. So I trust him, I'm diving in.
Excited. You guys have a reality show coming out, right? So we can expect to see some of that?
That's what these big ass cameras is. These are ours. So
put me on the TV. Which one on there? Which one making it, okay?
No, all of them. That's you. Yeah, definitely look forward to us, just letting people into a little bit of what it is that we get down. And like you said, again, it's nothing that's structured of what you pretty much used to. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It's us trying to figure things out, and it's us as life comes along, handle it as it comes along. So, yeah, man, we look forward to people getting a chance to take a dip in to see what's happening with the Hayneses. So it's all good.
We love it because we need to see more promotion of Black love and just staying together and creating family and unity.
Yeah, no doubt. And she yells at me a lot, y'all.
Oh, my God.
I just want to say,
telling a story.
she yells at me.
Not true.
You saying, you know what I mean? Coming out with a little reality show on Peacock, gonna be hitting Peacock exclusively. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these apps and shit is doing the exclusive thing. You know what I'm saying? Getting these bigger deals and getting these deals with these companies, having these exclusive shows come on their TVs, come on their app type shit. It's really like a battle going on between these apps and shit right now. Netflix is clearly winning that. You know what I mean? By having the live shows, they got NFL gonna be seen on Netflix. We got wrestling gonna be seen on Netflix. Comedy shows going live on Netflix. Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson live on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these new little ventures and shit, you know what I mean, that these apps is creeping off to, which is cool. More exclusivity. You know what I'm saying? But now they said they're going to be coming out with their little reality show. Am I going to watch? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much of invest I want to get into watching Nelly and Ashanti. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it might be cool, As you see, he said they not with none of the drama and shit like that. So that's the only thing I'd be afraid of. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these black reality shows. You know what I'm saying? Is it going to be ratchet? Is it going to be some ratchet shit that we see? Because that's all we see when it comes to black TV, black reality shows. All we see is ratchet shit. You know what I mean? They got, what's it called? Versus Zeus. It's called Zeus. Zeus Network. I think owned by Blueface and somebody else. You know what I mean? But this is a network. All they show is ratchet shit. All it shows ratchet shit. I mean, ratchet shit galore to the highest degree. And these cats better stay out my yard, man. Ratchet shit to the highest degree, though. You know what I'm saying? That's all they show. You know what I'm saying? That's all they want to show. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's all they want to show. You know what I'm saying? That's all they show on there. So that's the only thing I was afraid of. But as you seen, Nelly said, you know what I mean? We're not doing the drama and all that kind of shit. So hopefully Nelly is where my mindset is at. What I was just saying when it comes to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they don't be on that. Hopefully we can see some nice, you feel me? Some black love, you know what I'm saying? Some black positivity, you know what I mean? But I was saying though, the Zeus Network, you know what I'm saying? All they do is fight. That's all they do on that motherfucker is fight. I mean, that's all they do. You just see bitches fighting. That's it. It's like what the whole show's about. Like, it's like they just put a bunch of bitches in the house. Like, oh, you don't like this bitch? You don't like that bitch? Oh, that bitch don't like you? Oh, you don't like that bitch? I bet. Let's make a show. Put all y'all in the house and see what happens and hit the record button. You know what I mean? That's about all that goes on these shows when it comes to the Zeus Network. It's upsetting. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all it is. You know what I mean? They get on there, they fucking fight. That's it, And then they break it up. If you plan for these motherfuckers to fight, why are you breaking it up? Just let them fight if that's what the show consists of. What's the point in having them throw a few blows and then you jump in and pull them apart? Might as well just have a show and just let them fucking fight. Let them fight it out. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody gets knocked out or something. Shit, that's how you gonna do it. Why you gonna have a show based off fighting and every time they throw one punch, the security come to break everything up? But I don't know. That seems to be what entertains motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Ratchet entertains ratchet. So, but yeah, shout out to Nelly and them, though. I'll probably watch it, depend on how it is, you know what I mean? They got a show coming to Peacock, though, you know what I'm saying? Tune in for that. I don't know when it's dropping. They didn't say when it was dropping, but we know definitely it's coming. It's supposed to be all about their marriage and shit like that, you know what I mean? Hopefully we can see some black excellence. You know what I mean? Set some examples out here. Yo, if you liking this content and you liking what you're looking at and you fuck with the content that I be dropping, the constant content that's been hitting Monday through Friday, hit that subscribe button, man. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoying this shit, go hit that subscribe button right now. You know what I mean? And be sure to hit that bell too. That means you get notified every time I drop something. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit right now. YNW Melly. So I touched on this case a little bit ago, maybe not like last year, even probably, or something like that. YNW Melly, dude had apparently, allegedly, killed both his two friends and tried to set it up, make it look like a drive-by. Now, when I was covering this case, you know what I'm saying, all the evidence was definitely stacked against dude. You know what I mean? It wasn't looking good for him because the way the bullets entered in the car, the trajectory on the bullets that entered the car was straight on, as far as being shot straight at the car. You know, they wasn't at an angle, they wasn't coming from an angle or none of that. You know what I mean? You know, if you in a car busting at another car, you gonna get what they call a keyhole. It's like a keyhole. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look like a keyhole because the bullet's gonna go in at an angle and it's gonna shred the metal at an angle. So it's gonna be like, instead of a straight hole, it's gonna be a diagonal line or a line. You feel me? Because the bullet's going in at an angle. You know what I mean? So this nigga got out. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, allegedly, it looks like the nigga killed both these niggas in the whip, got out, and then shot at the car, tried to make it look like a drive-by. You know what I mean? So that's the case with YNW Melly. So apparently, some shady shit has been going on with his defense team. You know what I'm saying? His defense attorney, Raven Liberty, is under investigation for tampering with the witness. Now, this is also something that's also been brought up in this case, in this trial earlier on, about witness tampering. Even with YNW Melly and his moms had something going on with that witness tampering type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I seen a video of the updated trial hearing recently, as of recent, and they said they've been holding this nigga for a total now of 2,159 days. They've been holding this nigga. You feel me? And he kind of, you know, when they said that, he was like, damn, and smirked, like, oh shit, it's been that long for real type shit. You know, that's kind of reaction that he was having on his face. He cut his dreads off. You know what I'm saying? You can see he cut his dreads off. It looked like he just kind of did it himself type deal, because they just kind of cut off, and he still got like the little underfro type shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you in jail that long, you know, ain't nobody who doing your, you know, who gonna be twisting your hair? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's only liable to cut it off. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if you got locked, you go that long without getting a retwist, all kind of fuse shit happen. You know what I mean? All kind of shit fusing. You know, your hair is gonna fuse together. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna grow. It's fused together. That's the whole point of a lock. You know what I mean? This is hair fused together. You know, that we do. We purposely twist this and fuse the hair together as it grows and it fuses. So as you know, don't get retwisted. You know what I'm saying? Bad shit, all kind of matted shit, fused hair, and all kind of other shit starts to go on. You know what I mean? And it just becomes bad and looks bad and starts to smell bad and all that kind of shit if you don't take care of these lots properly. You know what I'm saying? So he cut him off, as you're saying, he cut him off. You know what I mean? And apparently the trial been having a whole bunch of secret conversations and notions and shit going on, because the defense attorneys and shit was asking the judge, like, we had to find this shit out from Apple. You know what I'm saying? So in this video, this is a girl from TikTok, you know what I'm saying? She break the case down pretty good in a minute. So she gonna explain to you what the case is doing and what the new shit is and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? They put a notion in. They're gonna continue this shit to September 7th, I think he said. So he got up until that time to come up with like a whole new team, and they got 7 months to come up with a case, a defense case. You feel me? So check this shit out though. This is her breaking it all down. Check it out.
You missed the Melly's motion trial today? Child, I got a 1 minute recap. So we left off yesterday with the judge telling the state that they had to turn over their affidavit in their search warrant. So the state is like, judge, I don't really have to do all that. So they end up filing the motion 10 minutes before court started, and baby, the motion had all type of errors in it. The defense say the investigation started at 23, not 24, so fix that. And while you at it, stop saying that you told us something, because you ain't tell us nothing. We got this information from Apple. They also told them to get their story straight, because one paragraph said that it had something to do with Melly. The next paragraph said it don't. They say clear to earth. And then they put the state on notice and let them know y'all in here demanding a recusal from Ms. Liberty, but you're going to have to prove that whatever y'all alleging is egregious enough for her to have to do that without him even knowing what the hell is going on. And by him, I mean Melly. Because the state is still refusing to tell them what the investigation is about. The judge told them, look, y'all got case law to support not having to turn over that affidavit, but that search warrant, I'm gonna need for you to hand that on over. Judge agreed to do an in-camera review, and they gotta turn that search warrant over in a week by the close of business on the 14th. On top of all that, the judge then told Melly, you gonna have to make a decision on what you're gonna do with your team, but I'm letting you know right now, if you switch teams, your team only gonna have 7 months to figure out what's going on because I'm not changing your trial date. Now, I ain't gonna hold you, but Melly stuck between a rock and a hard place.
You saying that was her breaking it all down for you? You know what I mean? She brought up that, you know what I mean, when they were saying that, oh, we had to find out from Apple and all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit is wild. It's a bunch of wild ass shit that's going on in this trial, and they just pushed it back even further. So on top of them 2,159 days, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? You're going to see that in this next clips. You know what I'm saying? See him react and all that type of shit and how he cut his hair and all that shit. You're going to see that shit in these next clips. So these next clips is the actual news reports and shit like that from the trial and the new notion and all that type of shit. And him saying that he been in there for 2,100 days. You're going to see his reaction and all that shit. Check these next clips out.
So, Mr. Evans, I'm pressing pause on the conversation at this point. We're going to have the second half of this conversation at some point in the future. I hope it's sooner in the future rather than later. Because the last point I want to make sure, and I'm giving you and your family and your lawyers as much notice of this as I can, your case is set for trial September the 10th. And that's not that far away. Do you understand that? Okay, your case is going to go to trial on September the 10th. So if you change lawyers, you're going to get a group of lawyers in place that are going to have like 7 months to prepare a capital case. Okay? So the longer it takes to make this decision.
To what the court has just said, what you're telling him is right now that he is basically having to stay with us as his attorney, because if not, then he'll get another set of lawyers that will not be prepared, and they will only have 8 months to do what has taken years to do, and therefore you're pushing him into the corner that he has to stay with us. I don't think that's fair what the court has said.
Over your objection, sir. That's not what I'm saying at all. I want to make sure that you understand that time is of the essence. Do you understand that? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to put him back on the docket February the 18th at 9:30 a.m. This issue with the warrant will be resolved at this point, and whatever's going to be distributed to the parties will have long since been distributed to the parties. You all can file whatever additional motions you think are appropriate. If there's any motion that the state wants me to hear, you're going to do that in a notice of hearing. That's by the close of business on Friday, February the 7th. Defense, if there's any motion that you want me to hear, you're going to do that in a written notice of hearing by Friday, February the 7th. If I don't have something noticed in writing by Friday, February the 7th at the close of business, I will not be hearing it on Tuesday, February the 18th. Mr. Demon's case remains set for trial September the 10th at 9 o'clock. State, anything else that I can do for you this morning?
No, Judge.
Defense, with the exception of your, all right, is the state coming up here too?
Yes.
Okay. Mike, this is not on the record. Dan, I think there's a microphone here that needs to go. He's now been sitting in our jail for 2,159 days.
But I can, as I said, I'm just asking for a week to determine whether or not we need to file any sort of motion to prevent.
You saying, you know what I'm saying? That was him. That was the news report. Telling you all about the new notions. It's gonna be continued to September and all that kind of shit. He also was saying that these motherfuckers go to jail, right? Celebrities, whoever the fuck, you know what I mean? They go to jail because Diddy said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They go to jail and then they get to complaining about how bad it is in jail. Like, nigga, what the fuck? What the fuck you thought it was? You thought it was supposed to be some type of resort. You thought you was supposed to be getting served fucking macaroons and fucking fillets, fucking salmon or something. Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Like, oh man, it's fucking poor living conditions. Come on, man. You went to jail, nigga. You went to pen, my nigga. What the fuck? This shit ain't no resort. This shit ain't no vacation, my nigga. They don't give a fuck about your living conditions, my nigga. I don't know why these motherfuckers keep planting notions and talking about all the living conditions is fucking poor, my nigga. It's jail, my nigga. What the fuck? It's gonna be poor living conditions, my nigga. The food is gonna suck. It's gonna be cold as fuck. You understand? It's gonna be uncomfortable sleeping. You're not gonna have no firm mattress. They gonna give you a fucking about a 2-inch mat to put on a fucking concrete motherfucking bed, you feel me, that you gonna lay on. You know, that shit gonna be uncomfortable for sure. You know what I'm saying? The food is gonna be horrible for sure. But I don't understand why y'all be like, oh man, the living conditions is horrible. Like, the fuck? What the fuck you thought it was gonna be? I don't understand. Like, what you thought? You thought you was going to resort? You thought they put cuffs on you, took you to a federal prison, you feel me? And you thought it was gonna be lavish? I don't understand why these complaints about poor living conditions and shit like that when you're in fucking jail, yo. I don't understand. Like, yo, you're not finna be getting served salmon. It's not gonna be a butler that's gonna be coming to you in a fucking suit and a fucking bow tie, my nigga, serving you food. My nigga, your food is not gonna be brought to you with a motherfucking, you know, one of the little shiny fucking top things over the plate and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be none of that, my nigga. I promise you. You got cuffs put on you, my nigga, and went to federal prison, my nigga, for 2 murders, allegedly. Nigga, you are fighting 2 homicides, a double homicide, nigga. That means both of these niggas died under you while you was involved in the situation, whatever the case may be, with these 2 people who are unalived in the whip. My nigga, come on, man. You have to understand that living conditions ain't gonna be superb. Like, I don't understand, man. Diddy said the same shit, man. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you in prison, yo. You're not outside in your mansion. You don't have a butler. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a chef no more. Now, them days is dead for now. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why they keep talking about, oh man, the living conditions is fucked up and the food sucks and I have to sleep on a fucking hard ass bed. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Was you living under some type of fucking rock or something and you didn't know that how prison was or jail was? Like, even if you never been, you know for sure that the living conditions is gonna suck, my nigga. That's nothing to tell the judge. I promise you, you being a black man in prison, the judge ain't gonna give no fucks about you talking about the living conditions is fucking poor, my nigga. I fucking promise you that. I promise you. I promise you the judge is not finna be like, you know what? Matter of fact, you are sleeping on a hard ass fucking bed, huh? You know what? The food does suck, doesn't it? You know, are you getting served on that brown fucking platter plate thing with 4 or 5 different little square boxes and they just put the food in it? That does suck, doesn't it? You know what? Let me put you in a better cell. Let me give you a mattress. Matter of fact, let me give you a king size motherfucking $5,000 Egyptian cotton mattress so that you can sleep on it. Let me make sure you got a butler so that he can serve you fucking salmon, fish, and fucking steak and macaroni and cheese and baked chicken and all the good shit. Let me do that. You know what? You right. Your living conditions just suck. So let me make them better for you while you in fucking penning. While you in the pen, my nigga. The fuck? You niggas need to wake the fuck up, man. That shit is not happening. I don't know why you niggas keep notioning for that. Talking about this living conditions suck. Y'all need to let that go. It's over with. You in jail. They're not gonna do nothing about your living conditions. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? You can watch motherfucking, what's the show called? 60 Days In. You can watch that shit. Watch that shit. And they'll tell you that they not gonna give a fuck about your living conditions. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? 60 Days In will show you that. You know what I mean? This is a show designed for a bunch of undercover motherfuckers to go into a prison and let the warden or the sheriffs and shit know what's awful about it so that they can try to change it. But now we don't never get no update. We don't never get, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this changed. Oh, because of 60 Days In, they changed this. Oh, because of 60 Days In, we changed that. Nah, we don't hear about that shit. They don't give a fuck. Trust me. You know what I mean? That shit's a show and they making bread off of that shit. And that's where it stops. Feel me? The money come in, that's it. They're not putting no effort in to try to fix nothing. For sure, they not. I can guarantee you they not. You feel me? They worried about global dominance and control and all that kind of shit. But that's for a whole nother episode. But yeah, that's all I got today, though. You know what I mean? That's all I got today. These 3 little updates and shit, 3 little topics and shit like that. That's been going on, you know what I'm saying? Update on the YNW Melly case. You know what I'm saying? This was episode 164. Today we went over 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent definitely has some clapback at the Vegas content creator talking bad on the show. We definitely touched on Nelly and Ashanti might have an exclusive show on Peacock coming about their newlywed and their marriage life and how they doing with the kid, and they might be expecting another one and all that kind of shit. If she is expecting another one, probably find out on that show. You know what I'm saying? They probably drop the bomb on the show. That'd be like, you know what I mean, strategic agent, you know, manager type thing to do for them. We also touched on this YNW Melly case, updated on that. You know what I'm saying? It puts the shit back to September. Whole bunch of funny shit is going on in that trial. Whole bunch of wild shit, witness tampering and all, some more shit, secret conversations, motherfuckers finding out about different shit on the case through Apple and shit. So, whole bunch of wild shit going on, you know what I'm saying? But that's the 3 subjects we touched on today. This has been episode 164. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully I put something in your brain, make you go look something up or something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's episode 164. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. You know what I'm saying? If you come and tune in every day, coming and tune in tomorrow and the rest of the week and the whole weeks to come, I salute you for that. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know that you could have been doing anything you wanted to do. You know what I mean? It's a free world, a free country. You could have been doing anything as a free person. You know what I'm saying? And wherever you is, a free person, a free man, girl, free motherfucking robot, a pet, you know what I'm saying? A free family member, a cousin, an uncle, a grandma, whoever the fuck you are, you know what I'm saying? You got eyes on this podcast, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. You feel me? But yeah, thank you for watching though. Thank you for watching though. I'll definitely see all y'all tomorrow. Probably gonna do some TikToks tomorrow. Cause it's just the news, the hip hop news and shit is just dull right now. It's just not enough going on. It's just dead. You know what I'm saying? It's just shit that I don't really give a fuck to talk about. You know what I mean? Just shit that's happening, just not on my radar to speak on. You know what I mean? Just to give y'all some examples here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this shit like, you know, well, I almost touched on this. Tupac's killer, Keefe D, made a new attempt to dismiss his charges, which I feel is also ridiculous. With evidence that's stacked against him, you snitched on yourself, wrote a book about, put yourself in the car at the time of the murder. You said it yourself. So I didn't touch on that. Jim Jones has said some shit about 50 Cent. I don't give a fuck about that either. Ice Cube talked about something about a Dr. Dre revisits on the Dr. Dre he did way back in the day. Kanye West called out Adidas. You know, it's just shit that, you know, I don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. People freaking out over this Diddy shit, so people are trying to stay out the light, I guess. I don't know. But it ain't nothing going on, you know what I'm saying? It's just stuff they just putting out there just because it ain't nothing happening. And you can tell, you know what I'm saying, by the news sources and the shit that's being reported, headlines, you know what I mean? Like I said, the ones I just read, it's just, you know, I don't know, you know, maybe somebody's interested. I'm not. You know what I mean? So I don't feel it's the headline enough for me to be like, yeah, to take notes and talk about it on this fucking podcast. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, you know what I mean? It's all I got, though. You know what I mean? It's all I got today, though. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. You know what I'm saying? I know I say that shit all the time, but all these episodes is about the same amount of time. You know what I mean? But yeah, though, this was episode 164. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy these shows.
Motherfucking podcast.
You hate me, don't you?
Constant motherfucking content.
You hate me, don't you? 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 don't you? Wake me, don't you? Wake me, don't you? Wake me, don't you?